Who is this group of intrepid explorers? What adventures could they be cooking up next? They are
The Sprocket League!
Disguised as students in the quiet northwest town of Port Angeles, Washington, our band of heroes works on calculations for their most amazing plan yet. They will search for life on the Red Planet. To prepare for this historical mission, the League performed several experiments documented in their mission development log, and it shares worldwide via internet transmissions. Nothing can stop them in their quest.
Nothing except me. I will be the first. I'm the best, smartest, most evil explorer the world has ever seen. I intend to be everyone to the roads on Mars.
The Sprocket League's first experiment follows clues to understand why, near the chosen landing site of Geological crater, it appears water may have been presented as an ancient lake and river. Interesting. They can duplicate the alluvial fan formation in their test. First, the team gathers materials to build their model. They use sand, rocks, driftwood, seaweed, and even a crab shell as the roofing for a dwelling. Next, they build a large mound to represent the edge of the crater that leads to a flat plain. They create a river path and pour water slowly at the top. It makes holes but does not rush down the riverbed. They pour more water, the bed erodes as the water rushes down. More water flowing faster carries sediment down the plain and fans out as the water spreads like an alluvial fan. More experimentation is needed. They build a small town and makes the incline more gradual down the mountain. The simulated glacier flood makes a rush of water like flows outside its banks and spreads wide, eating everything in its wake. The League feels that a fast flow produces the fan in the Geological crater. There is an excellent example of such erosion in Port Angeles, where the Elwha Dam was removed and tons of sediment was sent into the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Humans made the dam, then removed it, causing major changes in the river, and it eroded. Hey League, where's the best place to sample for life on Mars?
By evidence of water!
That's what they think. I think it is under blocks of cheese.
The Sprocket League wants to learn as much about Mars as they can before their journey. Since Jezero is a crater, they ask,
What makes a crater?
After research, the Rocket League learns when a large object like a meteor is about to hit another large object like a planet or moon, the surface material underneath gets pushed out, and the material that flies out is called ejecta. The material then bounces back up in the middle of a process called refraction. This can be a form of a central peak. The central peak can then settle back down. Can the Sprocket League demonstrate this on Earth? Yes, they can. They use two methods, water drops and rocks. Releasing the drops into a still body of water demonstrates the intent depression, central peak, and settling.
Especially in slow-mo.
With cheese!
Next, our heroes use flowers, sand, and rocks to replicate a meteor hitting a planet. The team takes turns throwing rocks in the sample material. They try dropping it straight down, throwing it straight down with force, and using various angles. They find a meteor coming at an angle with great force results in the most damage and more ejecta. Sadly, they can't throw hard enough to melt the underlying material as a real meteor would, but they give it a good try. They also find that soft material like flour forms deeper craters than sandy or rocky surfaces. The craters are harder to see on Earth due to weather, material, wind, and erosion, and vegetation that covers up the evidence of craters, unlike conditions on Mars or the Moon, where there's no wind and barely any water.
Wait until everyone sees the crater I will make when I drop lots of nacho cheese onto Mars from my spaceship. I intend to prove that Mars is red from powdered nacho cheese.
Stay tuned to see the Sprocket League's next installment of the incredible experiments in preparation for their trip to Mars.
Mine too.